Still a week away from winter, but Mother Nature didn't get the memo. Signs are up on area roads that snow is coming, and a lot of it.
Looking at Reading, Berks County tonight, which will look very different 24 hours from now. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf has already declared a disaster emergency for several counties. Here we are facing a pandemic plus a nor'easter. Not a good combo. I'm Shayna Humphreys.
I'm Jason Martinez. We're going to get through this just like we have the whole year together. Crews are around the region getting ready for this storm. Let's start, though, tonight with Kathy talking timing and snow totals.
Yeah, we have an evolving situation here, guys. It is changing by the hour. Now, we do have that winter storm warning for Philadelphia, north and west, an advisory where you see the purple in South Jersey. Of course, that's for a lesser accumulation. A wind advisory and a wind warning going out for 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon through Thursday morning for gusts to 60 miles an hour. In the advisory area, gusts to 55. Cape May County, the warning area, gusts to 60. So that's going to create some problems. Here's the timing. This has not changed. Between 12 noon and 3 o'clock, a snow mix and rain moves on in. Between 8 p.m. tomorrow night and 2 a.m., the heaviest precipitation will fall. And by 7 a.m. in the morning, it will be tapering off Thursday. The snow will come to an end. Now, here is the change. I'm looking at more rain as you move north and west through South Jersey. So this is going to be mainly rain. Even in Philadelphia, we could start off as rain in a mix and then go to snow, keeping down those accumulations on the Jersey side close to Philadelphia. And of course, the snow mix to snow to the north and west, and then all snow as you go a little bit farther north into the Lehigh Valley. Snow amounts, Lehigh Valley and Berks County still looking at 10 to 15 inches. Northern western suburbs 6 to 10. Philadelphia and nearby Delaware and South Jersey 3 to 6. And South Jersey and central and southern Delaware mainly rain. More warm air is going to move closer to Philadelphia, so that will keep those Jersey totals down. We'll talk more about this coming up during the forecast and, of course, the broadcast. I'll be back.
And that wind is concerning to see, Kathy. All right, thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. And, Chris, we haven't had to drive in the snow for a while.
Yeah, Jason, hundreds of PennDOT snowplow truck drivers are hopefully getting some sleep tonight. They're going to need it because in just hours from now, they're going to be hopping in trucks like this one. Those trucks will be hitting the roads, the blades will be hitting the ground, in what's anticipated to be the first significant snowfall since March of 2019. PennDOT trucks loading up piles of rock salt at the maintenance yard in Nicetown tonight. Other crews were packing their plows for the first time in 20 months. After spending the day pre-treating hundreds of miles of highway with salt brine, 425 crews will now wait for the first flakes to fall tomorrow afternoon.
We'll switch over to salting operations once we get a coating or more. And then clearing operations. We'll drop the blades, begin plowing operations once we get to an inch or two, and I expect that to continue long through Thursday morning.
And motorists are getting ready too. Remember, it's been a while since we had to drive in this stuff.
I like the snow, I just don't like to drive in it.
I hope we get a little more.
Rob Casmay from Norristown was busy filling his gas tanks for his generator. The last snowstorm, he lost power for a week.
No one likes to shovel, and I don't have a snow blower, so yeah, I hope it's less than what they're saying.
But some say it's about time we got a real taste of winter, white stuff and all.
Well, it's been a pretty mild few winters for the last few years, so I'm okay with it. And as long as that's all the snow that we're going to get.
People look at it, they complain when it rains, when it snows, but it's water from the heavens, right? So this is how you got the, this is how we should be looking at it.
Now, I just got done speaking with one of these plow truck drivers. They just hit the road. They're going to be going on the Blue Route, pre-treating with that salt brine solution through the night. Now, PennDOT officials basically saying if you don't have to go out tomorrow, just stay at home. If you do go out, stay away from those plow truck drivers, at least 6 car lengths away, and do anticipate vehicle and speed restrictions starting when those flakes begin to fall tomorrow afternoon, guys.
And just be careful. All right, thank you, Chris. Philadelphia is also getting ready for the storm. The streets department is salting the roads and getting those trucks ready. Officials say they'll be deployed on busy roads first, but slick roads are not the only thing they're concerned about.
Residents should be mindful of falling tree limbs and possible power and signal outages. Our goal is to make all roads passable and return the city back to normal operations as quickly as possible.
Crews also want to remind you that you can help them out by clearing storm drains so the snow has someplace to go after it melts. Well, you know how it goes by now. At first mention of the S word, the mad dash begins for milk, eggs, and shovels. Dave, people just want to be ready for anything.
Yes, they do, Shane. Busy at the shopping centers tonight, but not crazy. Folks were picking up a lot of extra items in case they get stuck indoors the next couple of days. But over at Home Depot, shovels and salt flying off the shelves.
I don't know if I can be fazed anymore, honestly.
Maurice Lane was loading groceries into his car at Wegmans in Cherry Hill with an eye on the approaching snowstorm and wondering what else could possibly happen in 2020.
I'm prepared for the storm, you know. A lot of things happen this year, and I'm like prepared for pretty much whatever.
What'd you pick up today?
Just a shovel and a car scraper.
Calvin Steele was putting a few storm items into his SUV outside Home Depot. He's convinced he's ready for whatever Mother Nature sends his way in the next 2 days.
I don't want to get caught in the snow. If we have like 10 feet of snow, I want to be prepared.
I would just like to be ready for it. Just another 2020 issue.
Nearby, a few people waited outside Trader Joe's to grab food while maintaining their COVID-19 safe distance. Meanwhile, the folks at the Ellisburg Shopping Center and Whole Foods off Route 70 were all ready with heavy equipment and salt just in case.
I heard anywhere from 4 to 6 inches perhaps in the area. Depends on how far the warm air comes in.
Delancey Burrows and her mom wrapped up their shopping at Wegmans, while Harry Holmes from Haddon Heights finished his weekly shopping excursion with maybe a few extra items on board.
I got enough for the rest of the week anyway.
You know, she's looking forward to it playing in the snow, so I don't have a problem with it.
Are you ready for the storm?
Yes.
Yes, indeed, she is ready. We talked to shoppers tonight about missing a couple of days might cut into their final Christmas gift buying and shopping at the stores. Most of them said no, it wouldn't, or they were already finished, or they'll just finish online. Guys?
Yeah, we're kind of used to delays in 2020 at this point. All right, thank you, Shrat. In Philadelphia, all school buildings will be closed tomorrow and Thursday. All classes are already virtual right now, so there are no real changes to class schedules, and students are expected to log in at their normal times. The Family Technology Support Centers will also be closed. Grab-and-go meals are still planned for Friday. However, other schools are taking a snow day. In Delaware County, the Upper Darby School District has canceled virtual classes for Thursday, and more school closings are coming in by the hour. So take a look at those. They're scrolling at the bottom of your screen, and you can find them anytime at fox29.com. And we are your weather authority. Kathy will continue to give you updates all night, and Sue has you covered on Good Day. And just download our free Fox 29 weather app for updates 24/7.
As COVID cases surge, there are now people right in our area here vaccinated against coronavirus. Just think about that for a second. One of the first hospitals in New Jersey to receive the vaccine was Cooper University Hospital. Several staff members there got their shots today with cameras rolling. The first state also gave out its first round of doses to frontline workers. This is video given to us by the Delaware Division of Public Health and Bay Health in Dover. And in Philadelphia, this video just into our newsroom from St. Christopher's Hospital for Children, where they received the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccine tonight. Workers will start getting it on Thursday. And Don, people at a local hospital played a key role to make sure the vaccine is safe.
Yes, Jason, that's true. Lehigh Valley Hospital says it was the only hospital in the region to take part in Pfizer's clinical trials. And healthcare workers there were eager to roll up their sleeves and participate because they've seen what this virus does to people, to families.
I'm an emergency room physician, so the front line is a pretty uncomfortable place the last 6 months.
Uncomfortable and scary, courtesy of COVID. That's why Dr. Marna Greenberg of Lehigh Valley Health Network wanted to participate in Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine trial back in the fall.
You had a 50-50 chance of getting placebo or the vaccine. So 50-50 is still better than what I was in the trenches with the had it, which was nothing.
It's a 24-month blind study, so Dr. Greenberg, who's also vice president of research at LVHN, doesn't know if she got the vaccine, but is excited to play a role in its development. She sees the impact of COVID every day up close.
We've held the hands with people who've died. It's very real. And this gives us our best shot, no pun intended, to be able to curtail that disaster from continuing.
Today, frontline workers among the first to get Pfizer's vaccine, including those in this video provided by Atlanticare in Atlantic City. The FDA expected to give Moderna emergency approval for its vaccine this week. Willingboro native Guy Weston was part of its vaccine trial at George Washington University Hospital in Washington, D.C., and is passionate about his participation.
We're not going to get out of it without treatment. Treatment requires research, which requires clinical trials. It's also important to have diversity in clinical trials, and they particularly were recruiting diverse groups of people.
He's hoping to be an example to others to get vaccinated.
Life has changed so much in so many unprecedented ways. Without this kind of hope, we have no hope.
The vaccine finally providing some light at the end of that long, dark tunnel. Lehigh Valley Hospital Network says it plans to start inoculating its frontline workers beginning on Thursday. That is, weather permitting. Shayna?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the weather. Thank you, Dawn. Emotional scenes playing out here at home and across the country today as frontline workers receive those first COVID-19 vaccines.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Sean.
You can just feel their relief. Many of them who have been unable to see their families because of their jobs are now protected from this deadly virus. You can now test yourself for COVID-19 at home. The FDA authorized the first over-the-counter test made by an Australian company, Ellume. It's a nasal swab, and you get your results on your phone in as little as 15 minutes. It's reportedly 96% accurate for those with symptoms and about 91% accurate for those who are asymptomatic.
Let's get to your money news tonight. Stocks rallying on hopes that Congress would finally pass another package of aid for workers and businesses, along with optimism about the coronavirus vaccine rollout. The Dow ended the day up 337 points, NASDAQ up 155 points, and the S&P 500 tacking on 47 points, snapping a four-day losing streak. Meantime, lawmakers are running out of time as millions of Americans face the loss of their extended unemployment benefits and expiration of an eviction moratorium after Christmas. But there was some forward movement on Capitol Hill as congressional leaders, the Treasury Secretary and White House Chief of Staff met today. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that they might not have a deal yet, but they at least agreed to not leave town until they do. The White House says President Trump wants any deal reached to have some sort of direct payment.
I won't get ahead of the negotiations, but I'll just say that we are hopeful there is a deal there that the president can then look at and support.
While coronavirus funding is top of mind for Congress, they're also fighting the spending clock to avoid another government shutdown. That clock runs out this Friday at midnight. Police are on the scene of a deadly shooting in Philadelphia's Mantua neighborhood. You're looking at DeKalb Street near Fairmount Avenue, where police say a 40-year-old was shot several times tonight just after 6. The man was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Now, so far, no arrests, but police say they believe the suspect was wearing a green parka and black jeans.
Let's get back to our top story now. Of course, we are talking about the snow. This is a live look at Doylestown in Bucks County, one spot that could see several inches pile up by this time tomorrow. So, Kathy, I know you're keeping a close eye on all the models. What's the latest?
Well, the latest models that we're looking at is bringing our area of low pressure, our storm system, closer to South Jersey and Delaware, and that would mean more warm air being pulled in South Jersey and Delaware would be diminished as far as that snow accumulation is concerned. So here's a look at what we have right now. Northwest suburbs, Lehigh Valley, snow heavy at times, like high confidence in that, of course. Philadelphia, there's a good chance of precipitation could come in as rain, change to a mix, and then to snow. Central Delaware and South Jersey, mainly rain. So here's a look at our snow forecast. I pushed that 1 to 3 inch line all the way up to the central, toward the northern part of Burlington County, central parts of Gloucester County and Camden County, and down through central Salem County and the central and southern part of Newcastle County, with that 3 to 6 inch mark still very close to Philadelphia and north of Philadelphia I-95 corridor in the suburbs. That's where you'll see the heavier snow start accumulating. 6 to 10, 10 to 15 in Allentown, of course the Poconos, 15 plus, could see 18, even 19 inches in the higher elevations there. We'll send it back to you.
What a storm this is shaping up to be. Kathy, thank you. And we're not the only ones, of course, tracking the snow. The I-95 corridor is in for it. Lindsay Watts is live in Frederick, Maryland, outside D.C., where preps are underway there. Lindsay.
Jason, Frederick County is about 40 miles north of D.C. This is expected to be one of the hardest hit areas in our region. Could be 6 to 10 inches of snow. And behold here, the Frederick County Salt Dome. 5,000 tons of salt in here, and you better believe it's not going to be looking as pretty and pristine by this time tomorrow night. You know, this is a really big deal for us here because there has not been a significant snow event in years. So everybody just paying very close attention to the forecast. My whole family's in South Jersey watching the forecast there. Everybody just waiting to see how the rain could impact snow totals and exactly what the snow will bring depending on where you live. Back to you.
We'll say hi to your family for us and in South Jersey, and you be safe, Lindsay. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Keep it locked in here on Fox 29. Of course, Kathy is continuing to watch this forecast as it changes by the hour, it seems, and we will have updates for you all night. Of course, Sue Serio will have you covered on Good Day tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. and download our free weather app for updates 24/7.
A fire sent at least 8 people to the hospital in northeast Philadelphia today. Firefighters say it broke out at a 2-story row home at Whitaker Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard just after 3:30 this morning. It took them about an hour to get it all under control.
In Burlington County, one man is paying it forward during the pandemic. If you shop small and local businesses and you're lucky, you just may find someone has paid your tab in full. No questions asked. Our Joanne Pileggi explains.
All you need to do is stop in, call ahead, order what you want at Ralph's Market, and it's on me.
Hi, this is Ralph's. How may I help you? And that's exactly what happened at Ralph's Market on Main Street in Moorestown last week.
A lot of people just came in and they were like, is this for real? Is it, you know, and that was neat. It was a fun day. It was a lot of fun.
For real, this real estate agent from Burlington County picked up the tab for the day at a local deli and market in his hometown. No questions asked. He says his business has fortunately thrived. A lot of others, not so much.
It helped not only Ralph's, it helped some people that were struggling right now, who got laid off, single moms who are struggling at this time, Christmas time, you know, they're trying to make ends meet.
Earlier this year, Sam opened a Starbucks gift card for a weekend for anyone who wanted a cup of coffee. This time he went bigger and local. After Sam's Facebook post, Ralph's Market was jammed. Sam's bill, about $3,000.
Some got a cup of coffee, some people got their Christmas dinner. You know, it was fantastic, but there was so much gratitude and a joyous hearts.
Just doing nice little things like that really can just, I think, make people's day and really just sort of snowball and domino that whole type of goodwill.
So I'm going to keep it going. I'm thinking maybe every other month or so, I'm going to choose another business here in town, small business, of course, and open it up to the public once again.
Sam is certainly hoping that other people who can pay it forward will do so, especially with the holidays approaching. In Moorestown, I'm Joanne Pileggi, Fox 29 News.
They're calling it a Christmas miracle. A family saved after their car lands in a lake upside down with all of them inside. All quiet now in Allentown, but tomorrow at this time, Will we even be able to see the streets? Probably not. Lots of snow. It's all coming down to timing and your location, even right down to your neighborhood. And we're tracking it all for you.